Welcome to the Tarp Report with Sam and Jess. Hey, it's been a long time.
Do we still this? I can do this. I can do it.
Yeah.
I feel like this is too high. Is it too high?
I feel like it's the first episode all over again. You got it. All right. Welcome to the Tarp Report with Sam and Jess.
Yeah.
Episode 13. You might be like, wait, I thought we just heard episode 11.
Oh, you better turn my mic back on.
What happened to episode?
Oh, you better turn my mic back on.
What happened to episode 12?
Well, funny story.
Mm-hmm.
Funny story about that.
Do you remember?
Oh,
Before we started recording, I was like, I don't know if we should talk about it.
right. And I said, we're not gonna.
And then you said, we're not gonna. And then the podcast started, and I was like, funny story.
Yeah, I think it's funny how.
It is.
And then proceeds to tell an unfunny story.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what was cool is that you weren't late to the podcast that you lost. So that was good.
You were. Okay, well, go ahead. If we're gonna talk about it, let's just get it out there.
First off,
Trey lost our memories.
in defense of Trey, you don't even need to defend yourself, Trey. I'm like an attorney.
Yeah, he's gonna do it for you.
I'm gonna defend you.
Sorry, Trey.
Trey has been
Sorry
very
that this is
busy
happening.
helping Nate Jackson.
Yeah.
And doing stuff at Nate Jackson Super Funny Comedy Club. That's like kind of Trey's. Trey does that a lot. He does video for a lot of people. He also does our podcast. And he told me that there's these magic cards that hold our memories and our thoughts and our dreams. And one of the cards,
What happened?
it got confused.
Oh no, that happens to me all the time.
Yeah. And one of the cards was like, one of the magic cards that comes out of the camera was like, you know what? Nah, that's what it said.
I said no.
Nah, this one.
Oh man. Well, that's.
Let me give a tip to the people too, for all you nerds out there. If you have one of these and you have 3 things plugged into it.
For those of you that are listening, audio only.
Yeah.
We're talking about a USB dongle for a Mac. It has a whole bunch of ports in it. If you have 3 hard drives plugged in it,
Reminds me of taking showers
and
with my dad.
you plug in one more,
a dongle.
you're done basically. Like it, I don't know. My hard drive's disconnected. It wasn't an SD card. It was a whole hard drive. So I lost an episode from you guys. I lost sets from B Flat. I lost 4 sets from 2 other people.
Wow.
But it's because it was all
Wait, was one of them
disconnected.
mine? Damn, I knew it.
But you didn't pay for it though. You didn't pay for it.
I didn't pay for it yet, but I was good. Was it?
Wait,
Was it
when?
really
From
mine
when?
from the white thing, from the white show on Wednesday?
Oh no, Fred should have that.
Okay.
Fred should have that. Tragic.
Jeez Louise.
Tragic.
And that actually makes me feel better.
Yeah,
It's different if it was just our episode.
Right.
But this is the thing that I think is fascinating. So a lot of podcasts, a lot of TV shows, they do this thing. They're like, oh, it's the lost episode. And whenever they play the lost episode, I'm like, that's not very lost.
right. You found it.
Yeah, episode 12 is a lost episode.
It's a lost episode. Yeah, it's
gone.
It's
Yeah.
not coming back. It's a well, we could try and recreate it. Oh my gosh, we could try and recreate it.
I can't.
No,
I
there
had
was
a different
some.
shirt on.
You were. What did you?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Probably not.
Hey, can we go back and see? Oh, wait. We can't go back and see what kind of shirt I have.
If only there was some footage.
Here we go.
There's not.
My favorite thing about this, I gotta tell you, is that Trey, when you talk to me on the phone, right? I'm not gonna go like, we had a good conversation, and honestly, like, it is like, I don't know how to say this. Like, I'm not like mad at you. I'm just mad at the situation. Like, I was like
Disappointed.
I was, and then I was asking Trey, and I was like, well, you know, like, what about like a backup thing? And he goes, that's the thing. He goes, that was the backup. And that killed me. But then Trey said that this situation is like one of those lightning hits your car and catches on fire situations.
Yeah.
And I was like, That is the most Texas shit I think I have ever heard. You're like,
Some
hey
West
man,
Virginia
like
stuff.
that's like this is one of those lightning hits your car situations. So
When we were little and there were thunderstorms, we would have to run out to the cars
oh yeah,
because
they're
we lived in a
safe.
trailer.
Yeah, they got rubber wheels.
Yeah,
Steel
and so the
rims.
car was safety.
Never thought about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bummer. It's a bummer. We lost, but
As I'm sitting
these
here
things
though,
happen.
I just have such a hard time carrying about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've really moved on.
All right.
I feel like whatever processing I had left to do, I just did it.
It's done. Great. Well, that's why we do this,
Trey,
All is forgiven.
I don't know about that.
I accept your apology.
Thank you.
He did say he was sorry.
That's good.
And Jess, I accept your apology too.
For what? What did I do?
Just being a weird, skinny lady.
Well, I make no apologies for that, sir. I will not.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
But yeah, this is the longest gap we've had since.
Oh, my goodness.
Because some things have happened.
I feel it's been ages.
When did I? I think I recorded right before the tour, right before I left. I think we did a podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know if I talked about it.
You kept calling it a bonus episode.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't.
Yeah. Well, we have bonus episodes and we have lost episodes.
We have both now.
And our
We
bonus
actually have
episodes,
neither.
Normal episode. Now.
Yeah.
our bonus
just-
episodes are regular episodes, but our lost episodes are indeed gone.
Yeah. It might come up.
No, it's
yeah.
gone.
It might be.
It's gone.
Okay.
Dude, I know Trey looked for it.
Yeah. I mean, right.
Yeah.
Of course he did.
11 shows, 10 days,
Yeah.
ups and downs, a lot of miles.
A lot of driving.
Yeah. The best show was Bozeman, Montana.
You took him, with you, with your mom.
Yeah, my mom came for the first half of the tour. So it went Seattle, Bozeman, Laramie, Wyoming, and then 2 shows in the Denver area. And then my mom flew back from Denver because my niece Jenny lives in Denver. And then I continued after that. And then I went from Denver to Albuquerque, which is about 6 hours. And then 2 big drives. So from Albuquerque to Lake Havasu was a little bit over 8 hours. And then from Lake Havasu to the mountains above Santa Cruz was 9.5 hours. And that one was pretty wild.
Yeah.
Saw a lot of beautiful stuff. Last show, Mount Shasta, and then my very last show was in a wonderful winery in Ridgefield, and I actually had a beautiful time
fancy.
there. It was nice, yeah. The whole time during this tour, I was fighting off a cough. Like I had a cough cold. I think even when we recorded that episode,
Yeah.
I was still kind of dealing with it, right? And I was just kind of fighting this off. I tested myself a couple times, yada, yada, yada.
For what?
For COVID.
Oh.
Yeah, to make sure I didn't have COVID,
It was a joke.
Yeah.
It was a joke.
Okay.
It was a joke, you guys.
I was
I was just kidding.
Yeah. That's funny. And then I got home after being gone for 10 days.
Yeah.
And it fell apart. I got so sick.
Yeah.
I think being on the road stopped me from.
Well, you had shit to do.
Yeah, I had shit to do.
You didn't have time.
I also think that I wasn't talking that much in a weird way because I'm in the car by myself, so I'm not really talking that much. And man, when it got me, it was so the first day was bad coming back. I was just laying down a lot and just these fits of coughing, And then the next day, so I guess it was 4 or 5 days ago, I just couldn't stop. It was so bad. And it was my mom was coming upstairs and she's my mom lives downstairs if you didn't know that. And she's you should go to urgent care or something. And I was I go to urgent care, it's closed. And then I'm shit. So me and Brittany go to the ER. They do a chest x-ray. It's fine. I don't have pneumonia or nothing. And they're just you have just really bad bronchitis. And then I, got antibiotics, and I'm doing a lot better now.
Yay.
Did you get lean?
Yeah, no, I didn't. They gave me the things that aren't lean. I know they don't.
What is in lean?
Promethazine and codeine.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I got a message from Sam that just said, I'm in the ER. And then I was like, oh my gosh, are you okay?
Yeah.
And then I got a message back.
An hour and a half later.
Just crickets.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, well, let me know when you're safe that everything is okay. He's like, oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I was dumb. Yeah.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, whoopsie.
But now you're feeling a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm pretty much good to go. I still have like a little lingering something, but it's really chill now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get back on my cardio next week and start living again.
That's good.
I actually, today is Friday. We usually don't record on a Friday.
Lord.
And what's funny is I don't have a show tonight. This is the first Friday.
Ooh.
I haven't had a show in a very long time, and I'm gonna get my kids and one of their friends.
Oh, you are doing something with.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something with my kids.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll
All
be
right.
cool because Brittany is sick now. So yeah.
You shared.
Yeah,
That was nice.
I don't know. I think she's got something else. I don't know.
I don't have anything. I don't think I have anything tonight either. But we're doing a soft opening at the comedy bar, so we might go there
Yeah.
and make sure everything runs.
What's the difference between soft and grand opening?
So tonight will just be like family and friends. It's just like a few people. The doors aren't actually open. We just want to make sure that like they know how to make drinks and like how to use the POS system and all that stuff. So just trying to make sure make sure tomorrow when there's 200 people there,
Like a scrimmage
There's
almost.
gonna be way more than 200 people there tomorrow.
Yeah. I keep telling people when they message me about the tickets because it's sold out. And they're like, I know it's sold out, but can I get in? And I'm like, of course you can. Just don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
But I just keep letting people in. It's going to be ridiculous.
It's gonna be bonkers.
Yeah. It's going to be super fun. And we're on a cookie. We have our face on a cookie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What comedian did that?
That was Jody Carell, who I don't know how she has the connection, but they brought 10 dozen cookies.
I know her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know her.
Yeah, she's super sweet. But she's come and helped clean. And then yesterday I was on the phone with Dane and he's like, they brought 10 dozen cookies and they have two different, and they have one of the cookies has the poster for the show on it, and then another one has it just says comedy bar on it, like the logo. So
Jess sent me a picture of the cookie, and it's funny because you guys use this. Nobody else has used that picture
Oh, really?
for my website. It's a very scintillating picture of me.
It's skanky.
Wearing like a logging shirt and like rubbing my chest with one finger, and that's what's on the cookie. I don't even think Trey, you wouldn't even eat that cookie.
Where'd the picture come from?
Me
from his website. Yeah, it was like one of his pictures.
Man.
What?
I thought someone just animated it or something.
No, they're like it's like the actual flyer, like on a
There's
cookie.
naked pictures of me online somewhere.
Where? That's terrible. What website? That's awful.
It's bigolsamdong.com.
Where are these?
Don't
photos?
actually go to that.
I was about to
website.
Google it or something.
No, I just know that there's naked pictures of me online. I don't
There
know.
really are?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I always wonder if there are of me too, just because, I was drunk a lot.
Yeah. That's what happened to me. What happened to me is I was drunk. I had that summer where all I wore was overalls. And I got drunk at my friend's house, and they thought it was funny to take one of my overall straps and tie it to a chair. And I woke up in the middle of the night, and I had to piss and barf. And I couldn't get up because my overall strap. So I just climbed out of my overalls, and there were still people partying in the front yard. And all of a sudden, me completely naked, I just walked outside and started pissing and barfing at the same time naked. And somebody took a picture. And
I like how you said it was that summer that I wore overalls.
Like we know.
Well, number one, like we know that summer, and then like everyone's had that summer. You know, the one where you wear overalls.
Just
Like,
overalls.
Yeah, it was my overall summer.
The same ones all summer?
Well, yeah. What's cool if you only wear one pair of clothes, all you got to do is jump in the lake, and then you're clean, and you clean your clothes too. If you roll around on the shore, that's washing.
The lakes out here be different though.
Yeah,
Dirty
I
as
don't
hell.
think so.
No.
If you roll around, it cleans it off.
Yeah, if you roll around, you got to find rocks that are the right size, like a salmon trying to spawn.
Yeah.
You jump in the lake, and then you get a bar of soap, and you rub it all over yourself, and you rub it all over your overalls, and then you roll on the rocks, and then you jump back into the water. And you know what? You can say that that's not like great hygiene, but it's better than nothing.
It's some
Did
hygiene.
you ever we used to take like shampoo to the water and like literally like take like showers or like baths in the water. Did you ever do that?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a little something wrong
There's
with
some
it.
stuff wrong with
That's
it.
a little wrong.
I'm just trying to, I know I feel bad because I'm on my phone right now.
What are you
but
doing?
I want to show freaking
Trey the cookie?
this. No, I want to show him the sexy.
Oh, the photo.
Yeah.
We'll just show him a picture of the cookie. It has the photo on it.
No, that's different. Wait.
What happened right there?
Okay, so I like scratched my mole, and then it started. It really started to bleed, and that it really hurt.
I'm glad you asked about that trigger.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for bringing it up, Trey.
If you didn't know, Jess has a little, you can't even tell.
Yeah, well, you can because it's right there. Everyone's gonna like.
Don't call them moles. Call them like beauty marks.
Well, it's like yeah.
I don't think it matters.
I never
Anyway.
noticed it.
I love. Well, yeah, but I scratched it. So now I'm
yeah.
bleeding everywhere.
But yeah, so tomorrow night,
Tomorrow night's gonna be awesome.
I'm going into relax mode.
Okay.
I am going to be, my coffee back here instead. There we go. I'm going to be headlining the
Yes.
opening night.
The grand opening.
Comedy bar.
Yeah, Dana's been like the stage is built.
Stage is built.
There's a curtain and a backdrop, and
Eric Escobar is going to be there. It's going to be
Eric
a
will-
really good show. He's very funny.
yeah, he's gonna be awesome. Joe Gomez is hosting.
He's very funny too. I like Joe. He's also a class act guy. I like
Yeah, I just love having Joe around.
Yeah.
Like he just is a good time.
Yeah.
And then you're headlining, and we have cookies, and the bar is lit, and there's lights everywhere, and it's gonna be. I'm gonna get balloons, and it's gonna be fun.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you guys are going to do a good
Can you
job.
plug the address? I don't think you've said like the location or anything on
It's
here.
210 on Broadway in Seattle. Yeah.
Right in the thick of it. And you know what's funny about, like, people say this and that about Seattle and Portland and even Olympia too. But like that really is like still like a nightlife like mecca. Like people love that place. Like they love Capitol Hill. They love all those bars. People pretend that like it's so wild down there. And don't get me wrong, like there's issues and stuff, but there's issues everywhere, man. There's like there's a recession and a fucking opioid epidemic. So like everybody needs to chill out a little bit.
Everybody cool out.
Stop throwing stones. Anyway,
Yeah. It's at a really good location.
It is. It's beautiful. And I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm really excited personally. Like I have had, I listen to myself do comedy all the time when I'm on stage. And I've had since I got back from tour and kind of got over this sickness, I feel like things have kind of switched up a little bit for me. I've been a lot looser. I've been doing a lot more riffing, a lot more crowd work. And I imagine at this show that, I'm going to do jokes, but I'm probably going to be pretty loose too.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun because there'll be a lot of people there that I know.
Right. It'll be friends. And
yeah. I roasted Casey McLean last night. It was
he was
so
actually
funny.
He actually came to the bar last night.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Casey's good people, man. I like Casey. So
Yeah. That's funny.
yeah, Casey's all right.
You roasted him while you were on stage?
Yeah.
Nice.
I got to talk to him, actually. I'm going to call him after this.
And apologize?
No, he doesn't care. He didn't give a shit at all. I was just messing around. It was funny because we, me and Casey, so there was that big split around Tacoma Comedy Club, and like the scene essentially, like it didn't split in half, but there was I'm not going to get into details and stuff like that, but there was like a major like split, and I was part of that, and I said what I said.
Of the comics?
And I stand by what I said back then. But also, like, I don't hate people that made a different decision than me as far as, like, working at that club. Like, that's okay. And I don't hate people that work at the club now.
You can't, because I work there.
I know. And also, there's people that work there that I really care about and enjoy. And I don't mean perform there. I mean like people that, like I said, I'm not going to go into this too much, but yeah, people wonder sometimes, like people ask me a lot. They're like, why don't I see you at Tacoma Comedy Club? And, there was stuff that happened. And like I said, if you want to reach out to me privately and ask me about it, there's a good chance I'll tell you, but there are things that happened there. What was it, 6-7 years ago, that a lot of people, including myself, decided to stop working there. And I think that I did the right thing. I don't think I went about it the right way. There's a lot of things that I would change.
Okay.
I kind of centered myself in an arena where I shouldn't have been centered, and I feel bad about that. And I should have talked to more of the women that were working there,
Oh. It was that kind of scandal?
It was that kind of stuff, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Like I said, I'm not going to dredge it up right now, but like I said, I'm easy to find on the internet. And
That's bullshit, because I've asked you multiple times.
I've told you what happened.
Maybe I wasn't listening.
Yeah. It's not that. It's not like shocking stuff, And then
it's pretty standard.
the funny thing is that, Tacoma Comedy Club is like Bark Entertainment now. And they have like 8 comedy clubs. And I'm having like this online success, and they're like, oh, like, you should come to Summit City Comedy Club and perform. And I'm like, yeah.
Totally different. It's a totally different.
No, that's not going to happen.
No.
But whatever.
Not doing it?
Do? I can't. I wouldn't. Even if I could, I wouldn't. It's like, and it doesn't matter because there's plenty of other places to perform.
Yeah.
We have Nate Jackson's Super Funny Comedy Club. We have Comedy Bar. There's plenty of comedy clubs. If I could go back in time, I would do it so different.
Yeah.
But that's not the way it works, And part of me being like a person in recovery and a human being on this planet isn't just like apologizing, but is like changing my behavior, because there's a lot of things that I did wrong. And honestly, this like pissing off a comedy club on the scale of like shit that Sam has done that he's embarrassed about, like that situation. Like, and like I said, I still feel like I did the right thing. I did it in the wrong way, though.
Yeah.
But that situation isn't even in the fucking top 10.
Ooh.
Yeah, like I stole shit from my mom.
Right,
That shit feels terrible, dude.
Yeah.
I stole shit from a lot of people,
I didn't.
Why are you stealing all the waters?
Speaking of being a thief, thanks, Trey.
Wow. No, I changed my mind. I got my juice. It was more like a principle thing.
Oh, you guys having a principal
try not
fight?
to lose that water bottle.
Oh, Trey. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. Because it's such a sensitive... he lost an entire episode. The whole episode is gone.
Once you've lost
the entire episode, the whole thing.
The whole thing. I feel like once you've lost an episode of a podcast, like what else could you lose?
Well, I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
Everything.
Is that water? Like that's gone.
Like, poor guy.
Yeah.
How do you function?
You know what I mean? Are you into this, Trey?
And it sucks because it's not about, like I was even telling Sam on the phone, it's like, yeah, we lost the episode and like, all right, yeah, we can all right, we'll shoot the next one for free or do this or that. But it don't really, the moment's still lost though.
Right.
It's not
like
about the episode. It's like,
right.
damn, we had those conversations and like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's over like Sam says, but yeah, it sucks because the moments are gone. Not necessarily the episode.
The memories.
The memories.
Yeah, it's like if I brought a photo album and then you just caught it on fire.
Because we could shoot 1,000 more episodes, but we won't get.
Right. His mom calling back.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that was so.
Yeah. Sam's
We could
mom
talk
called.
about it.
Yeah, Sam's mom. Maybe it was a different episode.
Wait, you know what we could do?
You want to reenact?
You pretend to be my mom.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding. Oh, man, I got a phone call. I know we're recording an episode, but this is really unprofessional, but it's my mom.
Oh, no, Sam, I just hit a deer.
You hit a deer?
Oh, no, I hit it twice.
You hit it twice? Did you back over it?
I hit it once and then I kept going.
Yeah, that really is. That really is what happened. My mom called while I was recording. This is the last episode. I decided to pick up the phone. I put her on speakerphone, and my mom's like, "I hit a deer last night. You know, you got in late. I didn't want to wake you up and tell you this morning.
Yeah.
But I hit a deer. I hit it twice."
And she was calling from the scene of the crime
Yeah, and then she was like, "I went back in the morning,
to check it out.
and it was gone. And I figured maybe it got up."
R.I.P. Yeah. Probably just hobbled home.
Yeah,
We might have that.
I'm saying.
I don't know
right?
if that's the. I feel like that's the last one we recorded. No.
No, it was
No.
one before the last one we recorded before I
really-
left on tour was the bonus episode.
Yeah.
Remember, because we had to record an extra one because I was going on tour.
It wasn't an extra one, though.
And this one, we're gonna have to do another bonus episode so we can stay. Because if you guys don't know this, we have 3 episodes in the bank at any time. Well, we had 2 episodes in the bank, and now we only have 1 episode in the bank because Trey lost one.
Because of what Trey did.
Yeah, because of what she did.
We know why, Jess. We know why. There's no other person doing this.
But listen, we love you so much.
Yeah,
We love you so much.
I
And,
know.
you know.
these things happen.
I think that we need to do like a healing ritual for our relationship. Okay.
Maybe some sage.
Yeah. No, we're not going to do the appropriation deal. Listen,
I thought sage is for
stop. You're going to dig
healing.
yourself a hole you're not getting out. We're going to come up with our own ritual. Okay. A cross cultural, intergenerational healing ritual.
without sage.
Without sage, maybe some coriander. We'll burn some coriander. I wonder what that's going to smell like. Probably a lot like sage. Isn't coriander sage?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I know that I have some Hagen Murphy gave me some sage that I have in my office.
That's so fun.
That I'm like, I hold on to it because I'm like, I know I'm going to need this. I'm going to need it in a very important time. And it's like really, it's really special to me.
Who was I talking to? I can't remember. Oh, that was fun. I recorded another podcast. I cheated.
I'm sorry, what?
On this podcast. I
With
did this
who?
other podcast.
Who?
With Zach Moss. It was called Hippie Not Hippie Podcast, where they ask you a bunch of questions and they decide if you're a hippie or not a hippie. And I was with my label mate, Mo Alexander, who's coming to
fun.
Comedy Bar.
He is coming to Comedy Bar.
Yeah.
That's
and
awesome.
he said that he burns sage at his house.
Yeah.
Or he burns sage in different places. And because he doesn't fuck with ghosts.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
I think it's just, it's just cleansing.
Yeah. I need to, maybe.
I use it for mosquitoes.
Use it for mosquitoes too? Keeps
I don't
away
know.
bad spirits and mosquitoes?
I don't know. My aunt just handed me one. She was like, just run around with it and it's mosquitoes.
Okay, I think your aunt was trying to trick you. That's hilarious.
Maybe she just doesn't know. Maybe she just doesn't know.
Trying to
I don't
get you
know.
out of the house for a
Yeah,
couple
I've
minutes,
always thought of it as it's like a cleansing, like it's like a refreshing, like you're starting over, like getting all the bad, the bad juju, like that.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I know we started the episode talking about it, and we're still talking about it.
Yeah, we're gonna keep talking about it.
Yeah, and it's going to come up for a very long time. And it's part of the lore You know, if this is a long-standing podcast, like there's always going to be episode 12.
Well,
I mean, there's never going to be episode 12.
There's never going to be episode
there's
12.
always going to be.
There's always never going to be.
We can always remember what never happened, even though it did happen.
And let's be honest, it's going to happen again.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
let's just, I think if we just go ahead and let's
it
go
won't happen
ahead and
again. Fuck
prepare.
that.
Let's go ahead.
Wait. No, don't say never.
Yeah.
Don't say never.
I'll never say never.
Yeah. I think I need to accept the fact that, what is it, like maybe 1 in 20 episodes is going to disappear.
Yeah. And that's not a bad ratio.
It's not bad.
There's a surefire way for it to never happen again, but it requires
More money.
no. Well, from you guys, and it requires like and it just requires 30 minutes of time, money and some time. But
Did you just do a sales pitch on us?
I like
I don't
that.
know. The only thing I can think of is you guys bring your own SD cards, and then you give them to me
No.
after I transfer them, and then boop 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 boop. But no, that'd be a lot of time though.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is that was awesome. And I also think is that what if you lost it on purpose?
Just after
is,
that fucking sales
were
pitch
you
right
thinking
now.
about
That's
this?
like, so
Why
when
wouldn't I
heard
delete
that
the
just
other
now-
one then?
When I heard that just now, I was like, we just got played.
Well, you know what he
He's
did?
like, oh, maybe I won't lose it if you just give me some more money.
Trey, you're a dirty dog.
Yeah.
The viewers are
Lost.
listening. They know what's up.
Yeah. No. Listen, if you're Team Trey, hashtag Team Trey, that's fine. You're wrong though, because this is what Trey is doing. Episode 12 was the best episode.
And now he's holding on to it.
No, it's gone.
If
And it's
if episode 13 got lost, we'd be sitting here like, man, episode 13
It was the best episode.
man.
Yeah. I loved that episode.
No, if you lose this episode, that's the end of the podcast. I'm
No
done.
shit.
Yeah.
No.
I was actually thinking, Trey, you've been more vocal in a lot of these episodes. I was thinking about calling it the Tarp Report with Sam and Jess and Trey, sort of.
Kind of.
Yeah.
When he shows up.
Sort of Trey.
So when he's here.
Yeah. Except for episode 12.
That.
I'm not, nobody has, it doesn't matter.
Well, it will. I just have a feeling. Maybe $75 might make it show up. Trey?
I don't know.
Just say it.
I'm sorry. Okay,
so. I don't
okay,
think so.
Say it
$100.
over.
Okay, $100.
How about
might make it.
How about one of these days I give one of you guys my hard drive and then you can try.
Erasing it?
No, erasing it. What?
Oh,
Finding
trying to recover
Like
it.
yeah, because when you click
Okay.
it says 0 kilobytes, 0 kilobytes, 0 kilobytes. But like,
That's not very many at all.
There's nothing. I think that's.
but of course, like it took time to download, so there's stuff in there. And then if you Google that problem, there's quote unquote solutions. But they're like a lot of them are scams, a lot of them are programs, a lot of them are software
So it's
recovery
in there.
programs. So it's in there, but I don't know who's not a
It's in there.
scammer.
We just need to take it to Best Buy.
Who is the techiest tech person that we know?
Dane can't do that.
Trey.
Besides me, because I've been trying too.
Okay, well,
Okay. See?
maybe.
See?
Oh my God, what if the lost episode
Is just lost.
is not dead?
Right. I'm saying
It's
First of all,
lost.
that's not unless he literally wiped it. That's not how that works, right? It doesn't just erase itself.
Can't. I don't think so.
What if it is? It could be in there.
It's the files are in the computer.
The files are in the computer. Dude, it's like one of those laser rooms in Mission Impossible.
You just have to
Dude, I'm gonna suck at that. I can't move my
duck
body.
down. I've been so stiff lately.
I'm super stiff.
I sit like this at work.
We both started
It's really
stretching.
bad.
That was awesome. But yeah, that's my life. And I'm just saying from my own experience is that, as someone who's been incarcerated a fair amount, like we build our own jails. We build our own prisons all the time,
Right.
and that could be, we could be addicted to substances or anger.
Chaos.
Chaos, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just because you have the ability to survive it doesn't mean you should put yourself in situations where, like, you can't thrive, you know?
Yeah. It's just hard. We're so short staffed, and like, I feel bad because I'm like going to my boss, and she's, she's covering down, and she's working really, she could work harder,
I know.
and it's like, I'm complaining to who? And it's just, but I was like telling Chandler about it because he works with me, and, he was just like, I was complaining. I was like, but we're going to get it. It's going to be okay. And he's like, you do realize that you've been saying this for the last year and a half, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah. Yeah.
I think that there's a lane, Jess, where between your comedy, the podcast, and the club, is that you can let loose of.
That's really scary, though.
Hell yeah, it is.
It's terrifying.
Oh God, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but it probably ain't worth shit unless it is scary, you know?
Right.
Like, it's probably fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Like, the kind of shit that scares me, that's the thing I think with my substance use disorder and stuff, is like the kind of stuff, I'm scared of a lot of shit that I shouldn't be scared of, and I'm not scared of some shit that I should be. You know what I mean? Like, I used to put myself in positions, and even now when I'm out doing comedy on the road, like, I walk around at night in neighborhoods I am unfamiliar with, just because I feel like I can handle my shit and I can deal with whatever situation comes up. And I'm not armed. I don't got a gun or nothing, And, like, that is a little bit foolish on my part. Mm-hmm. But also, like, I don't know. I just don't, like, I think that I don't know. I don't worry about that shit, And then also, like, I need an accountant.
Yeah.
I'm leaving, like, probably $1,500 a month on the table right now that I could get back from, like, if I just took care of figured out my tax situation. There's so much shit that I could be writing off, and I'm not, because getting an accountant is scary. Getting a therapist is scary.
I think change is scary.
Yeah.
Change is like human's biggest fear, I think. Because that's why death or like marriage, school, jobs.
Yeah.
It's all
transition.
Change. It's all change.
Yeah.
It's all stupid scary.
Buying in completely to the comedy club that you're a part owner of, and like, that's scary.
Right.
But to you, like, the fact that you're working at your normal job, and people are having like fist fights and stuff.
It's crazy.
And that's like, oh,
yeah,
that's okay.
Right. No. Well, and that amount that messed with me, because like, I haven't been in an altercation like that in since I came to Washington.
Yeah.
Like where people were in that fight or flight, and like, it was just such an intense situation. Like it fucked me up for a couple days.
Yeah, I bet when it was happening, though, you kind of fell right back into old, like you were just like, oh, whatever.
Let's figure this out. Like, you get away from her. Come on.
Yeah. That's what cracks me about that shit.
It's crazy.
I get when stuff goes down, like, I'm still like, I don't know. I'm not like desensitized to like random violence, but in a weird way, I'm kind of desensitized to random violence. Like, when I see people fighting, like, sometimes when I was a bouncer, and like sometimes it was altercations that I was involved in when I was a bouncer, and there'd be shit going on down the street, and like, I don't take pleasure in it, but also like, it doesn't like, I'm not like, oh my God, like that man hit that man. It's no, like, the people fight, and like, it's the same shit, when I started getting locked up all the time, I remember thinking, I'm like, oh man, like, everybody goes to jail every once in a while. Like,
right.
Well, that's not true. Like, there's so many people that just never go to jail.
Right.
And they're not even close. They're not even close.
No.
So I guess we got to look at that. I didn't write any jokes this week.
That's okay.
So I don't know.
Chandler and I were trying to, there's like a group, I guess, on Facebook or something that like do like writing challenges, and they just come up with like, they just give you a word, like the word of the day. And yesterday was failure.
Ooh.
And so then you have to like come up with a joke about being, or about using the word failure.
Did you?
However, we were trying. I think the best that we came up with was like the only thing that I've ever been good at was failing. Like I was a failure, and my dad was a failure.
I don't get it.
The only thing I've ever been good at was being bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like a Lady Gaga song.
Which one?
The one where she's like, I'm bad, but I'm good. And I'm stuff in between too.
And
you know
I'm
what I'm talking about?
also,
You don't know that song?
no, sing it again. Hold on, sing some more. Maybe
I'm bad. I'm good. I'm lots of stuff in between. And I'm not fat.
You're not fat.
You don't know that song?
Huh. That must have been off of one of our later albums.
I don't even think we could have Shazammed that.
That was actually one of her early demos.
Oh, okay. That's good. But yeah.
You don't think I'm a Lady Gaga fan?
A little monster, you mean?
Are you? Yeah. You don't think I'm a baby monster?
Yeah. No, I think you're a big monster.
I'm a big monster. That's right.
Never. Wait, no, maybe I don't know. We should figure out when this airs. But I'm really excited because
Knew it.
we are doing a you remember when we were in the car and Scandal broke in my reality show
Vanderpump
world
Rules,
in
yeah.
Vanderpump Rules. Yeah.
Vanderpump.
Yeah,
Handerpump is actually
It's not a
way to get water out of the ground.
a Vanderpump.
A Handerpump.
And it does not rule.
Yeah. More like Handerpump necessity.
In the the season finale is coming up, and it just so happened that it falls on a Wednesday that I didn't have anything going on at the comedy bar, and so we're gonna do a Vanderpump Rules viewing party at the comedy bar.
That's sick.
And it's so much fun.
What Wednesday is that?
The 24th of May. And it's hilarious and amazing and kind of sad, but I've already sold 12 tickets, but I've sold each one of them individually. Like it's just like one single female like buying them.
Oh my God.
Like without like nobody's buying with a friend. It's just like, oh,
I would go, but I have my kid's got a recorder concert,
damn it.
which is probably about the same level of skill.
This is going to be amazing.
It's the fourth grader recorder concert and
Vanderpump Rules. Oh, I don't know. It's going to be so
same
good.
level of passion.
The amount of scandal this is, I mean, it's just,
I know
I've
people are into it.
never seen it before.
Hey, by the way, I do got to do this before we go to. I need to apologize. I know in previous episodes, I've accused local Tacoma comedian Rachel F.J. Of being involved in 9/11. A lot of the lost episode that you didn't have to hear.
Oh,
I guess I don't have to apologize for that, but people will never hear it. But
until we find it, then they will.
I definitely said that she did 9/11 in that one. And I want everyone to know that I talked to her and
she has no remorse.
yeah, she just doesn't care. And she said she's going to do it again.
Like if she had it her way, she would have done it twice.
Yeah, she said she's already planning 9/11 2, which is the sequel.
Yeah.
And she says it's going to be way worse. And they're going to double everything.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 4 towers. 4 towers, 2 Pentagons.
I don't even know. Do you continue this joke? I feel like we could continue it, but like I keep going, but it's like it's so fucked up. Like
What do you mean?
Joking about 9/11. Like we're still talking about 9/11.
No, I want to talk
joking about
this.
9/11, but we're still joking about 9/11.
I'm not joking about 9/11. I'm joking about
Rachel.
It's not funny that she did it. It's bad.
We're joking about Rachel.
I'm joking. No, and you know what? Okay, and here's the thing about 9/11, okay? And 9/11 jokes. 9/11 was a national tragedy and it was terrible, okay?
Yeah.
And it spurred off a 20-year war in a country that had nothing to do with 9/11. And there's estimates that 500,000 civilians in Iraq died. Now, this isn't funny at all. Now we're talking about the not funny part. You know what I mean? But the idea that there's like this sacred cow that I shouldn't talk about is like 9/11. Like I don't do 9/11 jokes in my act. And I'm not poking fun at any of the people that died in 9/11. But I can talk, I don't know. Should I not do 9/11 jokes?
No, I think as long as they're funny.
Yeah, and I think that 9/11 too, everything's doubled.
9/11 too.
It's kind of
back in the habit.
Back in the habit. Let's go.
That's from Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit.
Yeah. What do you think, Trey?
It's my favorite movie. Yeah, Trey.
You can talk about whatever you want, man.
All right, tell him the truth, Trey.
This is
Come on.
bullshit.
Yeah. Whatever Trey just said was bullshit.
Trey.
That's not what he genuinely thinks. He is.
You know what? Hey, listen.
Keeping his mouth shut.
You want me to hear my real opinion?
Yeah.
I think mine might sound worse than what you just said.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
No,
I don't want to know your real. Hold on. Oh God.
No. I want to say this, that like I should have graduated high school in 2001. And I remember that morning, my friend Frank called me and I was watching live when like the second plane hit. And like at that point in my life, I was really addicted to like Xanax and methamphetamine. And like it was, I don't know, it was just insanity. I don't know. Everything changed. And, and like, I think everybody, like the same way I make jokes about jail and like shit that traumatized me, like I think this whole country was traumatized by that shit. And obviously some people more. And if you know someone and you lost someone in that tragedy, I feel terrible for you, and know that like me making a light of situations, I've been making jokes about fentanyl lately and like I'm exploring it. And the reason why I make jokes about fentanyl is that I can joke about that shit. I've lost so many goddamn people to addiction. And you know what? We can say this and that about 9/11, and it was a national tragedy, but we have people falling out on street corners all over the place. You know what's funny is people get so upset. They're like, oh no, this person, like the national news is bullshit, right? Because why? It sucks. They'll be like, oh, this family got murdered in Texas. And I'm like, oh man, everything's crazy. People are getting murdered all over the place. No, a family got murdered in Texas and it's tragic. But it has like, everybody thinks the world's so much more dangerous than it is when crime rates peaked in the early 90s. Like there's statistics that show us. Like, yes, there's been an uptick in violent crime in the last like 4 or 5 years, but it's nowhere near its peak. In the early 90s was nothing compared to the 70s, the amount of violent crime that was going on in the 70s. It's ridiculous, and so you can say like, oh, it's this tragedy and this tragedy and this tragedy and this tragedy and this tragedy is okay to talk about. Like how many people have jokes about people getting murdered? Like what? Like this country has this fascination with true crime, and then they're like, oh, don't talk about 9/11. Don't make a joke about 9/11.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I'm saying is that.
What are you saying?
You need to take this up with Rachel after.
She's obviously the one with the plan.
Yeah. And like, yeah, I'm making jokes about it and yeah, it's probably not great. But I didn't do it.
No.
I didn't do it.
You can joke about whatever you want. Just be ready.
I know. I wonder.
Be ready when shit goes down, like those towers.
Oh my God!
What?
Damn,
I thought we were doing 9/11 jokes.
I thought we were over.
Yeah, but yours came out of nowhere, and it's not funny to actually talk about that part.
Oh my God!
Damn, Jazz.
You guys are ridiculous.
Right when it hit the climax, we were going back down, like the towers.
Yeah, it's just the way.
It was a timing issue.
Yeah. You should have waited. You should have waited maybe one more year, and then you could make a 9/11.
Damn it! Yeah, see, it didn't feel right either. It didn't feel right.
Yeah, but. Jesus Christ! I feel like. Hey, by the way, I want you to know, if you are listening to this and you got upset by what happened at the end of this podcast with all this 9/11 stuff.
You're not alone.
And you feel a certain way about it. I want you to know that, like, I do feel bad for you that you don't like it. But I don't know. God, what is this world? Oh God! I was going to do that thing where I'm like pretend to get angry and be like, wah, wah, wah.
I think you should pretend to cry.
No, I'm not pretending to cry. I'm like, honestly, I'm like, what is okay? What is good? What is bad? What is funny? What is sad? What is up? What is down?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared to even say some stuff nowadays. Like I'm scared. I'm scared to even dap up someone who I don't know and call him bro anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even say like.
Yeah, you have to be careful.
Yeah, I'm being careful right now.
You know what? I'm scared. Like when you're like, I'm scared to say what I want to say. I just want to let you know, Trey.
I was too.
I am scared.
Are you scared of what I was gonna say? Or what?
Yeah. Doing just so you know.
That wasn't bad though, right?
No, we're good.
No, yeah,
I love
great.
you, Trey. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how much I love you is that I don't care that you lost that episode anymore. I'm glad it's gone.
Good.
Get out of here.
This is the Tom episode.
Get out of here episode.
I didn't even like it anyway.
And I think, I remember every single word I've ever said, and I could recreate it.
Yeah.
Let's do it right now.
Maybe we do a bonus.
Welcome to episode 12 of the Tarp Report with Sam and Jess. My name is Sam Miller, and to my right...
Hello.
Anyway, I'm done. I don't want to do it.
I didn't.
What were you supposed to say?
I don't know because I'm not good at remembering what I said. Oh. Jess Anderson.
Not a great start.
It's a bad start.
You know what? That might not have been a good start.
But it's a good finish.
It's a good finish.
It's a great finish.
Hey, like and subscribe. And what else was I going to say? Oh, there was somebody I was going to give a shout out to. I'll do it next episode. I can't remember right now.
Well, none of these are going to air anyway.
Yeah. Trey's going to lose this one too. So goodbye, everybody, and goodbye to this episode. You are now in the hands of Trey.
Good luck, episode.
Good luck, episode.
I hope you make it.